In this video, we'll see how to search all the documents in a particular folder of your Windows environment. We'll develop an application using Python code. So first, let me show you a demo. So let's assume we have a demo directory. We have all sorts of documents. Say for example, docx file is there with some texts. Then there are some text files with some again text. So in this first one is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and the other one is only 1 2 3 4. Then docx file, and then there is a pdf also. Okay, and in subfolder also we have similarly a few files. So how to search for a particular text across different kinds of files here. So I have written a small a python code, and which I have put in a batch script. So let's see how we can do it. So we will just copy the path and then give it a string. Say for example, first I will try with abcd, and here what I get is I get two files, which is sample docx and sample docx4. So this is the file where I have abcd. Here no, I don't have. In this I think I have numbers, and even in subfolder this is the one which is abcdefgh. So if I enter abcdefgh, I will get only and only a subfolder file. So let me try that very quickly. So I'll just rerun it, and I give this, and this time I enter A B C D E F G H. Yeah, so only the subfolder file is written over here. Okay, perfect. Now what if I want to once more I'll just try with some other demo. So here what I'll do is I'll try fun. So fun is a part of a PDF, both the PDF file. Of course I have copied the same file in the subfolder also. So let's see how we can do it very quickly using a code. So I have written a very simple Python code, and let me explain you very quickly. So here we are using a UICon library to start a server on this local host with port 8000, and this will run it on app, which is an import from API interface, this particular library. In this library we are using something called fast API to access the API or implement the API. So here in this app for the search, so basically after this 127.0.0.1 and 80.0.0 port, if you use /search, then it will come to this particular method search document, and over here it's doing nothing much, but it just calling this method with this particular input arguments, and our input arguments will be taken as a input to this particular API call, and whatever it returns, it will just return it as a success over here. And let me go to this particular method very quickly. So in this particular method which is derived from this search engine file, so if I scroll down, this is the method which we are using. So here all those three inputs comes here. So folder path, query string, and extensions. So in folder path, what it does is it will first walk through all the folder paths. In the path it will fetch all the files, and one by one for each file it will iterate. And say for example for the first file, when it's iterating, it will take the file path, and then it will check whether its extensions are in the allowed list of extensions or not, whichever is passed as an input argument over here in these extensions. And if it's there, then it will start, otherwise it will skip, of course, if it's not in the extension list. Otherwise it will do the processing. First let's see the what's the else part. So here if it's not in extension, it will just it will just give the error and it will quit. If it's in extension, so initially it will initialize the content which is like empty, and then it will iterate through one by one for all the kinds of files. So there are three kinds of files: text, PDF, and docx. And based on the files, it will read the content and update the content in this particular empty variable initially whatever we have initialized. And once the content is updated based on the respective file, it will update the content. It will match the content with the query string whatever is passed by the user, and if it matches, then it will add that file path into the results it will append that, and it will also is a snippet which we are not printing in this demo, but it will also take a snippet of it. And once this result is there, it will just return that snippet to the API interface over here. Perfect. So we can run this as a API call using Postman or whatever curl command and all. But I have also written a small Python code to run this. So basically this is the URL as I told, right? So this will be 00, and then this is the header which is application JSON. However, it will take the it will give the input the body part in three part, which is folder path, query, and extension. Extension we are hard coding here, so these are the extensions which we are passing on. Okay, and so if anything for XLS and all, it will go inside this particular method. However, it will, since in this if else, it will not find this, so it will just show that unsupported file path, file type. Okay, now going further, it will just yeah, it creates this data body part of the curl command, and it will just send that request in the post form. The URL is above anyway, and JSON is this data, and header is whatever is defined over here above header. Okay, and whatever the response we get, if it's of course okay, 200 okay, then it will print the results. So it will print the files containing the query, and for it will iterate through all the results, and one by one it will print the file path. So that's all. So that's basically what it's doing over here. So if I go here, so it iterates through all the files available, and it prints one by one in this line number. Okay, line number 30 is this one, file containing the query, and then once it is displays all the files over here. And why there is one more window? So this is the window where we run this main.py. Basically, it starts the server, UV server, and once the server is running, then we can run this. And all these logs are what we have printed here in some of these files. I guess yeah, loggers we have put for logging and all basic information. You can even of course modify this as per your requirement. So that's all. I will put all this code in my website, so you can refer over there. But that's all I wanted to show you. That it's pretty easy to make a application of your own. So that's all. I hope this video is useful to you. Thank you.